So I guess first we'll start with rest in peace to Tony Todd, Candyman. One of his last roles, actually, he voiced Venom in the new Spider-Man game.
Yeah.
And I didn't know he was sick, but apparently it's a long illness.
Yeah, really sad. He said like he loved going to cons and just having like people come up to him and do the Venom voice like recently.
That's cool.
So yeah, really sad to hear about that.
It is sad.
Second bit of news on a lighter note, we got a birthday in the house.
Yes, we do.
And,
Yeah.
as is tradition now on this podcast.
Oh, no.
You open your gift.
It's
Nice.
something silly.
Something silly is always good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, it's got good color and good graphics on it.
Awesome.
You know?
Yeah.
So.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you.
And you're lucky we're between the extra large or the extra large. And the wife said, don't do that. Just get the extra large.
Perfect. Thank you, guys.
Of course,
very
yeah.
much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Spider-Man 4 sets July 2026 release 2 months after Avengers Doomsday.
Wow.
So
Yeah, sure.
there were rumors that like everything in between the two Avengers movies were going to be like set on like Battleworld, which is where Secret Wars happens.
Right.
So I don't know. It seems like we're not going to get our friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Yeah, I don't really know what to think about that. I don't know if I even trust that movie is coming out 2 months after the Avengers movie.
It's
But
not
isn't he an
unprecedented.
Avenger? He's got to be in.
He is
Yeah.
an Avenger.
Yeah, he
He's
is.
probably going to be the lead of the Avengers, if I have to imagine.
Or does the Avengers movie get screwed up?
No.
I mean, we did see how like the Marvels originally was going to be coming out like way before everything else.
Even like Doctor Strange was supposed to come out before the last Spider-Man.
And like America Chavez was going to be like the thing that caused the
Catalyst of,
multiverse.
like,
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Also, like, I mean, I don't know if you put it on, but Kevin Feige said they're going to start releasing 2 movies and 3 shows a year.
Yeah.
So I don't even know how like that would work. If,
Definitely
the 2
better than
movies a year is going to be Avengers
3
and Spider-Man.
than like 4 shows and 4 movies a year.
But he's like one of
still.
the busiest guys in Hollywood now.
Yeah.
I mean, putting out this type of stuff, but still.
Disney Plus is seemingly doing surveys for a potential season 2 of Agatha all along.
Yeah, I saw
Well, we
that.
didn't see that
I
coming?
didn't see that. Wow.
I actually didn't see that
You
coming.
didn't see it coming
I
with the
didn't.
way it ended? I had a
Because
feeling
I thought it
gonna
was
happen.
just going to be the Vision Quest show,
Yeah.
not
I have a
Agatha
feeling-
season 2.
I wonder.
Agatha's a fucking ghost now, dude.
I know, but it would be pretty cool if they went out together and sort of like paralleled each other.
I think
You mean
did.
like Vision Quest?
Yeah,
and
and Agatha season
Yeah,
2.
that'd
kind of
be
an interesting thought, actually.
For me, they ended Agatha.
Because
She's the ghost now.
Yeah.
I don't know if like this could still just be them because
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
all the questions were like, what would you want these characters to do and another
Yeah.
thing? So like, it's not like it's happening.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it is interesting that they would even like survey, honestly.
Yeah.
Kind of don't love that idea.
I
Yeah.
mean, were they not expecting it to be as popular?
I think overall they just didn't think the Agatha show would be anything popular.
I mean,
but
that
then-
one episode with Lily alone was
Yeah.
like 4.2
Oh,
Yeah.
million views.
It was like a huge increase from
Yeah.
the pilot too.
Yeah.
So that was
Yeah.
great. So
Brian Winderbaum. This is months ago, I think, at our D23 in America. They had interviewed him, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm excited for a whole bunch of stuff," and he kind of named like everything except for Agatha. But then I guess turns out this was really, hopefully,
hit.
not just like a lightning in the bottle thing.
Yeah, I hope not. I hope
don't know.
it's producing and writing and everything to come. Let's hope.
Like
Because
I
it was-
said
it was
the last time we were here, I thought the series was phenomenal. The ending really sucked. The ending really took a piece out of me.
Yeah.
Do you think it's something they changed because it got so popular?
I think from what I had read, I think maybe the post-credit scenes
Yeah.
would have kept me happy at least. But without them, I just kind of was like, what the fuck?
And I think like not having the post-credit scenes kind of ties into that like 2 movies, 3 shows thing where it's like we're not going to keep over-promising and announcing things too early.
Yeah. No.
It's like, who knows if your, lead villain for the next saga is going to beat
Right.
up a woman.
yeah.
I wish we had seen Mrs. Green at least being taken over to the other side by death. You know,
Yeah,
Which
that
is
was
hot.
kind of weird.
It was kind of weird.
Her inclusion on the show is probably one of the low points, just because like of how it wrapped up.
Yeah.
Like, I liked
they,
her.
They did nothing with her.
Yeah,
No, they didn't. I
that's
think
the-
they could have had at least a little comic relief at the end, like, in her quirky way of being brought over to death.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I thought it would be more than this, something like that. You know how she is.
I thought it would be more than this. So fucking dark and sad.
Yeah, but that would have been something she would have said.
I guess. Jesus.
Ryan Reynolds says Marvel Studios is obsessed with Channing Tatum's Gambit after Deadpool and Wolverine. It's kind of like the same situation I went through. Once you know that it works well, that's really what they need. So I guess we're getting a Gambit movie.
They're getting probably more Gambit somewhere down the line.
We have to.
I don't know. To me, it just could be just more bullshit.
Yeah,
I hope
I
not,
don't
though,
think
'cause it's
he'll
kinda
have his
fun.
own solo movie. I hope he doesn't have his own solo movie.
Do you think he can hold that accent the whole time
I
through?
doubt it'll be that accent. It's probably going to be a real one.
Yeah, he'll probably show up in Secret Wars, or he'll just be the MCU Gambit.
I just wish they would focus more on fixing Blade than bringing Gambit back.
There was a little bit of Blade news this week. Feige said pretty much that they're just still committed to Blade and they're committed to.
But
it's not really
not
news.
Wesley Snipes Blade.
No.
I wish it was
Well.
Wesley Snipes Blade.
Marvel Studios will introduce a dream casting as an original MCU character in What If Season 3. So I don't know who that would be. You know, people have been saying, oh, they're finally going to get Tom Cruise as Iron Man. But
The original character, though.
yeah, I know.
Also, like, who even knows with the original character shit? Because, like,
Yeah.
Giancarlo Esposito is like, I'm an original character. He's a
Yeah,
fucking
exactly.
Sidewinder.
Yeah.
He's like a random guy from the comics.
Yeah.
Speaking of What If, Storm is going to be in What If Season 3. Not that I even care about What If at this point, but I guess it is cool that, you know, the mutants are still slowly making their way through.
On to some more D23 Brazil news. Kevin Feige says the X-Men will be important to the MCU after the events of Avengers Secret Wars. So, we gotta wait
They gotta
like
wait
6
again.
years.
6 years, literally.
And when I'm
Yeah, boy.
85 years old
Yeah.
again.
Yeah. Kevin Feige teases Miles Morales' MCU debut. Miles will appear in the third Spider-Verse, which is in production. I hope shortly after that he can enter the MCU in live action. I guess that's
I like
pretty
the
cool.
character.
Yeah.
I like the character.
Yeah.
Kind of had a feeling that this would happen. I thought it would happen this way, where the end of the Spider-Verse movie probably ends up with him going into live action
Right.
one way or another. So,
Right.
I'm interested in seeing how that turns over from animation to live action.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know
How
what
the
would be
character
really
works.
fucking cool? I don't know if this lines up with the timeline at all, but the end of the next Spider-Verse movie, he ends up in Tom Holland's Spider-Man world because of, like, maybe some kind of Secret Wars thing going on. Maybe they gotta navigate being Spider-Man together.
I even asked you on the way here if this is going to be Tom Holland's last Spider-Man movie.
I don't think so.
You don't
Probably
think so?
not.
Yeah.
But
I mean, they had the plan for like 9 of them in total.
Oh,
So,
Holy
Wow.
shit, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
Never mind. That would be cool to see.
Spider Elderly Man.
Well, they wanted like high school, college, and then after. Marvel Zombies is set to premiere on Disney Plus in time for Halloween in October 2025.
Well, there you go.
Okay, yeah.
So
like
that's
4
the Halloween run.
episodes.
Cool.
Yeah.
episodes.
Four episodes?
Okay, that's like a perfect little Halloween thing, I'd
Yeah.
say.
Works for me.
I hope it's not like 10 minutes, you know, like maybe it'll be like 20 minutes, make it a like full movie almost.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I'm just, again, going back to all that effort in these shows when you had something like Werewolf by Night that you could have made for another the next Halloween special, you know, which would have made me feel better.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't see the necessity for any of that when you have something that you could build your foundation on already.
Yeah.
But what do I know?
Yeah, no, it is weird to like introduce Werewolf by Night and the Man Thing, and Blade is somewhere out there.
What is that? Emma Bloodstone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Elsa.
Elsa Bloodstone, yeah.
I wonder if that did not do as well as like
That's
we
what I'm
think, you know?
Thinking.
Like maybe just to not get the viewers or something. But
It's like one of the better things that they've done.
I know. That was like,
Yeah.
Yeah, the production was
Yeah.
nice.
It's also a completely other weird side of Marvel stuff.
right, correct, which we haven't really explored.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just keep dipping our toes into that water and pulling out. So I don't know.
And personally, I like the black and white.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
much
Well.
gave me the 1940s type of vibe. I don't know.
It does go into color though.
Yeah, right,
At
they
the
made it
end,
colors.
yeah. When he's sitting down by the fire with
Yeah.
Man Thing.
They also released a color version the year after.
Right.
For some reason.
Yeah, it was fucking. I don't know. Weird. Disney Plus money wandering.
The one thing I saw that was interesting from Thunderbolts was Taskmaster might die because like she was barely in it.
Yeah, she's not really in the trailer.
Yeah,
at
they
all.
didn't expand on
They like introduced her and then she wasn't in any other shot.
Ghost. I think they labeled her as Recon.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't Ghost like an assassin also?
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah.
no, they seemed like to have downgraded her to the, use of her as Recon, but
Yeah, I don't know. It's an interesting power set.
Even with Taskmaster, I'm not gonna lie. The costume design for her is kind of terrible.
yeah.
Well, they
don't
they
know.
have to get rid of the skull because China doesn't allow Skull.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I wonder if that was like some
Fucking-
CGI thing,
That's
and like
his-
that's why they removed
That's
her.
like his
Maybe.
signature look. He has the skull.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's annoying. Okay.
He's also she in the MCU.
the character. The skull is his signature.
Yeah.
When I think of him, so.
Red Guardian seems to have recognized Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a big fan of Winter
Oh
Soldier.
yeah, it seems like
That
it,
was-
right? What kind of serum did you get?
Yeah.
So cool.
Oh, Hydra.
Yeah, David Harbour is just great.
Yeah,
I'm
he
happy
is.
actually that he's gonna be in like the DCU.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I just got, this is all stuff that's going to be coming out in 2025, and we got a rated 1 out of 10 for interest. Captain America Brave New World, February 14th.
I'm actually
6.
excited. for
I'm
that.
interested.
Based on the trailer, I'm gonna give it a 7 interest.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
7.
I'd say a 7.5 for that trailer,
Mhm.
but like I've been saying, I feel like they might be, it might be a bad movie, but a great trailer because they want people to see it, you know.
You think
Yeah.
they blew their wad in the trailer?
Trailer looks really good.
It
Like I
does.
gotta say, honestly, like for all these trailers that have been coming out, like whoever's been doing the trailers for Marvel,
Yeah, doing it well.
some of the
Yeah.
best stuff they've been
Yeah.
putting out.
But maybe that's a good sign. Maybe they have good stuff to work with.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Mm.
obvious it's all chopped up with all out of sequence, but
Yeah.
I think it's pretty cool. And I gotta
Life
say,
out of sequence.
life out of sequence, yes.
Yeah.
But I gotta say, the Red Hulk looks pretty menacing. He looks pretty cool.
He does actually look pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Harrison Ford actually like overall looks good in the movie. And from
He's,
some of the lines that I
yeah.
said.
he's
or
not a
that
young
I
man either anymore. So God bless. He keeps himself well.
said. Mhm.
Yeah, he still looks good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. His line reads sound like he actually kind of cares too.
The trailer was really good. Like I said, I'm about a 6 interested.
Yeah. I've heard people say like the test screenings have not gone well.
But yeah, Falcon, Captain America kind of looks so OP. They look
Yeah.
like they really overpowered him for what he is.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see,
Yeah.
like when he was up with the fighter jets.
Yeah,
and,
Yeah.
You know,
Even when he turned sideways and cut that vehicle in
The
half.
car in half.
That was
yeah.
pretty wild.
Kinda
I was like,
cool,
it was
though.
wild, but now I'm
well,
saying to
then you
myself,
think, yeah, wow, yeah.
Mhm.
is that
And he doesn't
really-
even have
that's his
the
new powers now?
serum.
Yeah,
so.
no serum as far as we know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thunderbolts May 2nd.
I'm gonna say my excitement level for Thunderbolts
Mhm.
is up at a 8.5.
I'm in
Maybe a
agreement
9.
with that.
Yeah, same.
I think it's going to be entertaining, powerful, and funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I think it's just gonna be fun.
Yeah.
I hope it's on a Guardians type of fun, you know, with
I
the
think
way
that's
they
where we're
interact
going.
with each other.
Yeah.
My other thing with that though is in the trailers they still don't show Sentry.
Mhm.
The main villain of
Mhm.
why they're all together still hasn't been seen, and I'm kind of glad in a way because I don't see anyone there that can handle him anyway. So but it's weird. I'm interested, like I said, just the interaction between
Yeah.
the characters.
And then Bucky shows up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that whole sequence from the trailer was great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just like I don't know, seems like a more like mature comedy as well for them.
Right.
Mhm.
So
Correct.
The one thing I didn't like about that part of the trailer with Bucky is like the music during that part was just like weird. It was just like it didn't fit the tone.
It didn't fit
Yeah.
what was going on.
it seems like they've been trying to use like weird like indie rock music to
Mm-hmm.
promote this movie.
Yeah.
I guess maybe just to give it like this misfitty vibe. But I don't know. I'm really excited for it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Like I said,
Kinda-
just difference of characters that
Yeah.
they have.
Feels like a cross between Suicide Squad and maybe Guardians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
I'll put my rating at a 6. It has potential, but
Yeah, I'm gonna give this one 7.5 at least.
I'm in at a 7.
Solid 8.
Yeah.
Fantastic Four, July 25th.
Yeah, we have a lot of
Seen
stuff
too
coming
much
out.
from it.
I haven't seen anything except what we've already looked at.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. From
Is that good or bad?
the leaked trailer that I saw,
Mhm.
I'd definitely put it at like an 8,
Okay.
8.5 even. Even just like the pics that have been released, it looks pretty great.
Yeah, I mean, I love the Fantastic
Yeah.
Four. I think the cast is actually pretty good. Not enough out yet
I
for
agree.
me to be
I
like
can't-
super excited.
I can't really
but
super say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
get into it with the cast.
I'll
but,
probably say like a 6, 6.5.
yeah,
yeah.
I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. 6, 6.5.
Blade, November 7th.
Played
Still,
like,
they're still throwing that out there.
no ever Semmerant.
What If Season 3, December 22nd, and it's going to be a daily release.
Oh,
probably.
nice daily
Wow.
release. I'm gonna have my excitement at a -10. I don't give a shit about What If.
Yeah,
Yeah, I have not watched it.
Yeah, I'll do that like a 6.
Yeah.
I liked Season 2. It was pretty, just good to look at, I
Yeah.
guess.
I got into them.
It's not bad.
The first season was
honestly.
good.
I'm
the
just so
second I was a little on the fence about, but I watched it.
I'm
I like
so
Season 2
out of
more.
What If.
Is this where like the Marvel zombies gonna come in?
No.
Or is that a whole
Seems
separate
like Marvel
thing?
Zombies
I
might
think
be its
that's-
own
that's
thing
separate.
now.
That's
okay,
its own
cool.
thing.
All right, I
Yeah.
didn't know that. All right,
It
yeah.
is in the what if
Yeah.
style of animation.
Yeah,
but
cool.
it
But
seems
what
like-
if can go fuck itself? I don't care.
Oh boy.
Well, I feel like season 3 might have more like weirder ones because it is the last season and like
Right.
Storm is in it now. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
It might be better.
It might
That's
be
cool.
interesting. I don't know. I'll realistically, I'll say like a 2.
Yeah, I'm not invested at all, so
Solid
I'm gonna
one.
skip the rating.
Yeah, like 2 is like if I see something on Twitter, like I'll be like, huh.
Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man's January 29th.
So that's the first one drop.
I'm like very much a 5 on this one.
Yeah, because like it looks pretty good, the art style, but like it's just supposed to be for like 5-year-olds.
Mhm.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't. You know what bothered me that in the trailer that he actually shoots his web and hits someone with a brick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't ever remember him doing that, and why would he?
Why would it?
That was just like kind of weird for me. So I'm gonna keep it at a 5. Why does Spider-Man need to hit someone with a brick?
Especially pretty non-violent.
That's what I thought.
You know?
Yeah, but
A 5. I don't. Maybe this will be cool, but like I don't.
The animation style, it looks same thing. Like it's what if style.
It's like it almost looks like if you took the what if style and like didn't render it fully.
Yeah, I don't.
It
like
is a little bit more like comic booky.
I like just saying that I don't like the what if style of drawing or animation.
Yeah.
I don't.
That's fair. Yeah.
not
I like it.
exciting.
Daredevil Born Again, March 4th.
10.
I'm
Yeah.
very excited.
I'm
still
excited for
limited
this, too.
information on that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I think they're doing that on purpose.
I think they're
but
holding
yeah.
back because
Yeah.
they want
The-
to get Cap out first.
The villain though, Muse,
Yeah.
is
Mhm.
that gonna? I don't know anything about him from the comic books, but from
I think
what
he's a pretty modern villain.
Yeah.
but he's scary. That's pretty friggin'
Mhm.
Yeah.
sick.
He's
if
like
you think of
a
it.
serial killer painter.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he uses the blood of his victims.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
very
That's sick.
artistically
Yeah.
That's
generous.
sick.
Yeah, between Fisk being in office
Yeah.
and then Bullseye will be back. Punisher
Mhm.
will be back. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's gonna be a lot to. And then we even
Yeah.
have like that the White Tiger guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'll put it at a 9 just because like I didn't like shit like them laughing at the same joke, you know?
Mhm.
Because like it's one of those things where like it even happens with like Batman and Joker do it, and like I don't know, I just fucking hate that shit.
Yeah.
It's like a
So.
cliche.
Yeah. I'm not nitpicking with this one at all. I'm very excited for it. It looks like we're taking the Netflix show and
Mhm.
expanding upon it
Right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
in more ways than one. Story, narrative wise.
Yeah. And we see that Disney's
action
definitely
sequence.
stepping over the lines that they've never stepped over before in these types of
Now,
things.
I had heard
You
the rumor that Jessica Jones and Luke Cage
Yes.
were available for this series.
I heard that
But-
even further than that, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That they might already be cast in it.
That would make it
Yeah.
more cool. I'm excited about this.
I wouldn't be
series.
shocked if there are gonna be surprises.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Which is, I mean, I'll put this one at an 8.
Mhm.
My anticipation
Yeah.
for this
I
one.
also
just-
wouldn't be shocked. Not sorry to cut you off, but I
No,
wouldn't
go
be
ahead.
shocked if they just say, "Yeah, Iron Fist like fucking died."
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say. I hope they don't
That's the only
fucking-
one I didn't see.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
It's the only thing I'm hoping they don't bring in. The
Mhm.
fucking Iron Fist.
A Heroes for Hire show would be cool. Like those comics are fun, but just different.
All
Iron
I gotta
Fist.
say is the character Iron Fist
Mhm.
is fantastic.
Mhm.
The actor didn't bother me. I think what bothered me the most was the writing
The writing.
Yeah.
for that particular character. Just
Yeah.
made him look like a friggin' wuss.
Mm-hmm. And he's like a human weapon.
Yeah.
And he's supposed to be the top, you
Yeah.
know.
Can go
Getting
toe to
his ass
toe with
whooped.
anyone in the MCU.
You know.
I remember like seeing like a behind the scenes thing, and like he like was really up to like do all these crazy stunts, but like they fucking gave him like the day to like learn shit, and like
Yeah,
yeah.
it
They
just
just
wasn't
didn't give him enough
presented
time
the
to,
way
like-
Iron Fist should have been.
Well, it seems like they're not done with the character because he's gonna be in that animated Wakanda show.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Oh,
allegedly that's what I've heard.
Okay.
So,
Ironheart, June 24th.
more like Iron Fought.
Yeah, we'll see
Yeah.
what happens.
I don't know. This one just doesn't seem like as exciting as everything else.
Yeah.
The Hood angle could be interesting just because, like, it is the most extreme supernatural thing we've seen in these shows. Just because,
Mhm.
like, Mephisto is, I'm pretty sure, confirmed at this point for it,
Yeah.
in place of Dormammu being the source of his powers. But, like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I just hope they don't make the Hood a fuckboy instead of, like, a criminal mastermind.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
She didn't interest me
Yeah.
yet. You know,
I
to
thought
me,
she was
Iron-
like cool in the Black Panther movie, but there's even issues with that. Like again, it's like, oh yeah, we got to power scale her. You can't keep this suit you made,
Yeah.
so you can go have your show and do your origin.
Supposedly she gets a major upgrade in this
Well, she's
series,
just
her
gonna redo her
suit-wise.
origin, I think,
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
like I don't really care.
She's closer to Iron Man's level than just some kid in a suit.
Mm,
I'm not excited.
I'm at a 4 for her.
I agree. Maybe it'll surprise us.
Yeah,
but
I'll give
hope-
it a 4 too.
Yeah.
You might be surprised because, like Jack said, there could be a big supernatural element.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
shakes
that-
up the
which
whole,
would-
you know,
which would be
narrative of
good.
all of it.
Eyes of Wakanda, August 6th.
Don't know enough
Again,
about this.
yeah.
Really.
Yeah,
I don't know enough about it.
we saw
Animation
like,
also
a brief
kind of
thing.
weird.
Yeah,
They still haven't given up me
I
the
don't know
Black
if it's a
Panther I
prequel
want.
either or what.
I think it is a prequel. I think it's set in like ancient time.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll be interesting then.
Yeah.
I guess like a
Kind
2,
of just
3.
reminds me how we're going through Marvel's biggest stories without fucking Black Panther.
Yeah.
Pretty central character in everything that happens in the comics.
Yeah.
but
Wonder
sure.
Man 2025.
I don't know enough about this yet. From what I do know and what I've seen, and just like liking the actor, also Ben Kingsley is gonna be in this.
Yeah,
So,
I
like-
think Saul Goodman's gonna be in it too.
Yeah, I think he
Really?
actually is.
Yeah.
From what I remember seeing.
What's this? Bob Odenkirk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put this at a 7, just because like I think it's gonna be one of the more interesting things they do.
Yeah.
I don't know a whole lot about the character, so I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, I really
He's-
just like his
Look.
powers a lot.
Yeah,
Just,
what are his powers?
he has like ionic powers, which isn't a real thing at all.
Yeah.
But like, it's just like he can like he's like died and came back to life a bunch of times because like technically he can just
Yeah,
go
he
into
can
this like
live forever.
energy form. I don't know. It's like hard to explain what his powers are, but like pretty much he can fly. He's fucking really powerful,
Yeah.
strong.
He's also like just one of those characters from the 90s that Rob Liefeld style art.
So it's a wonder what his powers are.
Yeah. It's a wonder what his powers are, man.
I never liked them. No, comic book wise, and I'll tell you why. When you're into comic books,
Yeah.
there are levels of power and who could, like Thor's strength and Thor against this guy, this, and then when they introduce a new character that upsets the whole rating
Hierarchy of power.
of,
yeah.
you're saying to yourself, well, how the fuck could he be as strong as Thor?
Yeah.
Mhm.
From what I remember in the comic book, supposedly him and the Vision have the same,
Brain.
Brain.
Well,
What pro-
Vision's brain is
Yeah,
based off
whatever
of
it is,
his-
right.
Yeah.
so he had this little love interest in Wanda
Mm-hmm.
when he was with the Avengers. So that always had a little bit of grinding against the Vision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, when they had their fight, you're saying to yourself, where the fuck did he come from?
Yeah.
And how did he get powers that made him, strong enough to stand toe to toe with Thor all of a sudden?
Yeah. He's a 70s character initially, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think 60s might be.
60s?
Wow.
Like
He might have been, I would say, more
yeah.
70s.
He was a one-off villain type thing. I think
He
right?
was a villain,
Yeah.
and then he became
Yeah, for like
good.
Wasn't it,
Avengers
like-
stuff.
I think Baron Zemo or
Right,
something
correct.
like.
Yeah.
It might be
Yeah.
fucking one of his
No, it's-
fathers
it's,
or
it's-
grandfathers.
It's his dad, I think,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
Helmet. Zemo.
Very, just
Yeah,
like
same
to me,
thing.
they
I don't know.
plucked him in at the wrong time, and I never really got to like him.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'll give him a 5 for the series that's coming up, and hopefully they could do more with him to make him acceptable.
Yeah.
Wonder Man is one of my favorites because of his runs in West Coast Avengers
Yes.
and
Right.
like early 2000s Kurt Busiek Avengers.
Right.
Yeah, it's great stuff.
Yeah, I mean, that West Coast Avengers, I think they had a great run, I guess, trying to stop the Hulk from going nuts, and it's just like stuff like that as a comic book. The Hulk's going nuts, so who do you try to get to stop him? Wonder Man, I think Hercules showed up,
Yeah.
or whatever, and they're trying to pin him down or whatever. But that's the kind of stuff that
I like the Great Lakes Avengers.
the Great Lakes Avengers.
You ever heard of them?
No.
It's like Doorman. It was like he could just like become a door.
Oh boy.
Squirrel Girl.
Squirrel Girl.
does
She can
this-
summon squirrels.
But does this
Squirrel
door
Girl.
open to someplace they have to go, or
like, let's say there's a wall in the way, he could just become a door.
Yeah, there's a guy
God.
who pretends to be Mr. Fantastic, but
Yeah.
like he can only
He's
become
kind of
like
just
Flat Stanley.
Yeah.
Okay.
Back to what you were saying about the hierarchies, I feel like that's more of a thing of just like fighting styles. Like it's their first time ever fighting each other, you know. So yeah. On to DC news. Frank Grillo's Rick Flag Sr. will have a major role in Peacemaker season 2.
Nice.
Yeah, I think that's also confirmed for 2025. So
Frank Well is also going to be in a movie where werewolves are zombies. Werewolf Apocalypse.
yeah. Also, this is the first ever picture we got for season 2. I think
Okay.
some sort of Native American character.
Huh.
Can't wait to see Eagly.
Eagly?
Yeah.
Creature Commandos animated series December 5th, 2024.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I'll put that at like a 2, honestly.
I'm not sure, but I kind of enjoyed the trailer.
Maybe like a
I was gonna say
The trailer seemed fun.
I'd watch it. I'd give it a
The
watch.
tone
I'm
just
gonna
feels
watch
a little
it,
bit
yeah.
weird to me.
Yeah.
You know?
Maybe we'll just veer off and not like it. I don't know, but
Yeah.
I'll give it a watch.
Yeah, it just feels like Invincible a bit, but like
Yeah.
worse.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Fucking haven't watched that show.
Superman, July 11th, 2025.
I'm gonna give it a 7.
I'll give it an 8.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm just waiting on a trailer, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I-
6.
I'll give it a
Go
I'm
with
gonna give
6.
it a 6. I think the right people are doing it, so if they do it right, it'll be.
I think they have
Good.
to do it right. If there's so much background
I know.
in this character, they have
Yeah.
to do it
I know.
right.
And
honestly.
Crypto's going to be in this, right?
Crypto the
Yeah.
Super Dog, yeah.
This is the first time we actually get to see him
Wow.
in
Mm.
live action, right?
Pretty sure, yeah. I don't think any other ones have had a
Cool.
crypto.
I'm excited. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's going to be interesting.
Origin story of Crypto.
I'm happy
We'll have to bring
that
the dogs.
around then we're gonna get to watch like the Christopher Reeves Superman. So
Yeah. I really like all the Superman elements that have been like shown in it and
Mhm.
just like all the characters and stuff, but like my biggest worry is like, is James Gunn gonna be able to pull off the, like that charm and stuff, you know,
Mhm.
and just like the mythology of Superman, you know, I don't know.
yeah,
So
it does seem like it's gonna be pretty packed with like introducing the new DCU and the lore of the DCU.
Mhm.
So
yeah, Peacemaker season 2. Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
put that at
excited.
like a 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah, and 10. Just really excited.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I'm up
8
with
and a
that.
half
Mhm.
at least. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always enjoyable.
John Cena's just really fucking good at acting.
I have to be honest that
being comedic.
out of all these shows, that's the only one that really made me belly laugh episode to
Yeah.
episode.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, it was just some of the stuff that came out of his mouth and just some of the things they did.
Yeah.
It was hilarious.
It's funny how like The Rock was like, I'm gonna be Black Adam. I'm gonna save the DC universe.
New
Ah,
hierarchy of power.
God.
Yeah, and then it's like I don't know, like Batista and John Cena are significantly funnier than you as these weird
I
characters.
have to say, that was like a painful movie to watch. Thinking back on it,
Yeah.
it really was.
Like Adam?
I just kept like, when's this going to take off? When's this going to take off? And nothing ever really happened.
It's also just
It was
like
actually
not
his son.
the most interesting.
And it's actually his son.
The post-credit thing that
Yeah.
You know,
means
with
nothing.
Superman,
Yeah.
that everyone we built up there, and then
That post-credit scene that died on arrival.
I was gonna
It was
say, yeah.
like a week later.
and
we
then,
learned.
yeah, sorry, bye, you're not Superman. anymore.
Yeah. All right, that was our recap of D23 Brazil and any other Marvel and DC news that popped in over the last couple of weeks. Next week's episode, we are going to be talking about Godzilla -1.